Is this a sign? Oh!
Hello duelists, Rusmero here, and today we're going to be opening a box of Lightning Overdrive. As usual, here's our +1 bonus pack which we'll be leaving till the end. Now let's get into this box opening. Man, this is a super epic fan servicey box that I've been looking forward to for super long. We're starting off with a new Spriggans, yes, so I don't think there's an official new lore archetype in this set, it's just that Spriggans and Elba are getting new support. And here we have a new Scrap support card, Scrap Raptor, Man, and Starmine, a new level 4 generic Synchro, and very nice, Basil Rose Shoot, a new support card for Akiza's Rose Dragon deck, and yes, the card I gotta say that I want to pull most out of this set is the brand new evolution of Black Rose Dragon, Blood Rose Dragon. Seriously, well, that was fast! The Heavenly Piercer of Light, Bahaltia. This monster can be tribute summoned by tributing one effect monster. This card name's second effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, during your opponent's main phase, when they add a card to their hand other than by drawing, you can tribute summon this card from your hand. Second effect, if this card is normal or special summon, your opponent banishes cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards in their hand. After that, they shuffle their hand back into the deck and add those banished cards to their hand. Dude, this is a very interesting card and effect that we've seen quite a lot in other card games, but I think this is the first time we've seen such an effect in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But basically you're forcing your opponent to swap out their hand, which basically eliminates that important card which they just searched and added to their hand, as well as any other important resources that they happen to have. Very cool. And right here we have a brand new Zale Servers card. Like, I was not expecting this archetype to gain new support like ever. Like Zale Weapons and Zale Servers, so it is super cool to see them again like this, and I would say that this series would be the second most I want to get in this set, after Blood Rose Dragon. So let's make a special stack for them down over here. We are getting a lot of Scrap Raptors, a new... No, sorry, this isn't a Fable. The name just looks very similar to Fable in Japanese. And this here, with this inverted A, is a new trap card for the Amazement archetype, which is themed around amusement parks. They have access to a series of traps like these, which are called the Amazement Attractions, and they can basically be equipped to opponents' monsters as well as your own, and then they give different effects depending on which. And ending off with Dark Infant Adignista, a very sinister, very powerful new Link 1 monster for Adignista. So those of you guys who play the archetype but don't know about it, you guys should look it up. Here we have a new Zale Weapon, Pegasus Twin Saber, very cool. Okay, next we have Danmari Adignista, another new Agnister, goes very well with the Arrival Cybers, some God, and UI. Why does Konami have to break our hearts like this? This isn't a new heart that's gonna make us cry this set though. Look forward to more later on. And oh, this is a new Tri-Brigade, Bea Bloom of the Solid Attack, and it's basically that new Tri-Brigade we got in the previous set, riding on top of, well, I believe one of her inventions, because she made all of the Spriggans, so I guess that thing she's riding is probably a Spriggans as well. And here we have more for the Amazement archetype. Bufo, probably the mascot for the amusement park. Security Force is getting new support as well. Dog Tag. There's another one that's pretty cool though, and here we've got a Sphinx. Alright, very Egyptian, very Yu-Gi-Oh! Bujin support as well, yes. And, oh wait, this is just a rare, Spriggans Merrymaker. Very cool. I mean, I still, even though we're not getting a new archetype for the lore, I'm still very hyped about Spriggans support in general, because they just have such nice art and design. Spriggans Brothers. More Danmari. Oh right, a new Ice Barrier as well. Would be pretty interesting to test out in my Winter Cup 2020 deck. Another Amazement Attraction. Oh, and it's here. I'm so glad that this one is just a rare, but this guy is essentially like, well, I guess an evolution of Leo Arms, Zale Weapon, Dragonic Halberd, man. Dude, this is like the second XC Zale Weapon, right? Like, we only got two, this one and Leo Arms if I'm not wrong. And I remember back in the day, I was like literally playing a Zale Weapon deck with Leo Arms and Hope Ray, so that is very cool. Very nice Holy Knight Ciel. I'm definitely thinking of like updating the current Holy Knight recipe I have, because I just had so much fun playing them in the Winter Cup. Dark Eye Nightmare. Okay. Wait, Barger Storm up. There's new Sorry guys, my PC crashed, so I had to fix it up real quick. Anyway, I was not expecting Paleozoic support, especially a Link monster. Oh, and here is a new Lavalval monster, Lavalval X Lord.
Wait a minute, I thought it was gonna be an ultra, it's just a rare. It's just super cool though, and it has a pretty intense effect as well, which makes me feel like going back to like Lavals and just taking them out for a test run since it's been such a long time. Force. And here we have Garden Rose Flora, a new support card for Akiza as well. Definitely gonna help out a lot with that new Rose Dragon. Here we have the new Bujin Mahitotsu, which is based off of Pegasus, as some of you guys might be able to recognize. A new Trap Tricks as well. A new Book of Moon, Book of Lunar Eclipse. By discarding one card, target 2 face-up monsters on the field and flip them into face-down defense. Ooh, a stronger version. Oh, wait! So our Ultimate Rare has just arrived. This is the new style of Ultimate Rare, which I am still not used to at all. Bangaranzes of Rebirth. To link summon this link 4, you'll need 2 or more plant-type monsters. And out of this card name's first and second effects, you can only activate 1 per turn, and only once that turn. First effect, during either player's main phase, you can target 1 effect monster on the opponent's field, take its attack as damage to return it to its owner's hand. Second effect, while this card is in the grave, you can banish 2 or more link monsters from the grave, such that their link markers are 4 or higher, to special summon this guy. But of course, after being special summoned by this effect, he is banished when he leaves the field. So very interesting card that will constantly rebirth and allow you to take care of your opponent's powerful effect monsters. I think it'll go pretty well with Sun Avalon. Well, it is a plant after all. Blood Rose Witch. I don't think I need to say who this card is for. A new super rare spell, Stigmata of White. So this is a new fusion card for Elba, and this card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. Fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters on your hand and field as material, including a dragon type monster. But if you use Elbas as material, you can banish cards from your grave as material as well. And second effect, if this card is sent to the grave as activation cost for Elbas's effect, during the end phase of that turn, you can set this card on your field. So it's got really good synergy with Elbas as a whole, and looks like we've got another new Plunder Patrol card. Alright, I guess I'll just put you in the middle first until we get a bit more cards and can arrange things a bit better. Next pack, another Armed Sage. Oh man. I mean, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, right? I don't need to explain this, I don't need to go into too much detail. I'll let you guys just relish this artwork for a bit more and let's move on. Oh, we are getting the ace for Amazement! The Amazement Administrator Arlecchino. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I think it's supposed to be Italian or something. This card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect, if a trap card is activated, you can special summon this card. Second effect, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can search your deck for an attraction trap and equip it to that monster. And third effect, once per turn, by banishing as many attraction traps from your grave as you like, target the same number of cards on the opponent's field and destroy them. I mean, I just really love this card and the idea of this archetype a lot. Like the whole, I mean, in the first place, just playing around with traps is a very interesting idea for me, which is why I've always liked archetypes like Trap Tricks and Paleozoic as well. And I mean, he comes out really easily, interferes with the opponent, and can do some massive nuking, so what's there not to like? Okay, let's carry on. So the name of this new spell card here is One Kuriway. So it's like going down a one-way street where there is no turning back. Let's carry on. Oh right, this is the cool new security force, Edge Laser, who is a pretty cool looking cyber samurai. Alright. Another Buffo. Oh, Booby Game, a new trap card for Evil Twins too. And a Bujin Torifune, another new support card for Bujins. And I think a lot of people have been kind of wondering which GX character this guy is supposed to be. But personally, I feel like he's probably Neos, and with the wings, probably Honest Neos. Going by the whole design, I mean, since he is supposed to be from GX, I mean, the head, the horn thing kind of gives it away. I don't think he can be anything else like any of the human characters. And here we have Pegasus again. Zeal and Trust. Of course. On one hand, this box is really hitting us in the feels for brains, but with Zeal, it's like giving us so much hype feels instead. Very nice. Rocks Rose Dragon, a very new important key card for the Rose deck. Oops, this pack got a bit stuck there. This is a very interesting new pendulum monster. You can special summon it from the extra deck if it's the only card there. So if you're playing a deck that doesn't need to run an extra deck and you just leave this guy there, it essentially kind of gives you a free material like when you need it, so pretty interesting card. Zexal Alliance, very nice. Followed by a big snake Gorgonda, right. This guy is related to the lore, not an archetype as a whole, but I think he's like a monster that lives in the desert that was introduced as a field spell for the Spriggan's last set, if I remember correctly. A rare Zale Servers. This one is Ascend Sage. Very cool. I mean, their designs are so cool. Like, compared to the previous Zale Servers, was it Banish Sage, the very first one? And was it the only one? Yeah, that one was like a bit, well, not too cool looking. Alright, moving into the next deck, and we currently only have 4 foils, so I think we still have a lot to look forward to. Okay. Oh, an amusement attraction that is super rare. Well, let's see what's behind first. Another copy of Dragonic Halberd. Amusement attraction Cyclone Coaster. This card named second effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, you can activate this card by targeting one amusement monster on your field or one face-up monster on the opponent's field. Equip this card to the target as an equipped card. Second effect, activate the following effects depending on the controller of the monster that this card is equipped to. If you are the controller, you can target one spell trap on the opponent's field, send both that card and this card to the graves. And if your opponent is the controller, you can add one amusement monster from your deck to your hand, then send this card to the grave. So that is just awesome. Like, the synergy is so real. Like, you use this guy together with the administrator, your opponent summons a really strong monster, right? Then with administrator's effects, you equip this to that monster. Then you basically get a free search for an amazement monster, and then by sending this card to the grave, you're pumping more ammo for the administrator to activate his nuke. Pretty sick. I like that. No wonder this is a super rare. I mean, it's just like a super free search, man. Like, considering the different situations in which you can search it out and just activate it for free in the Amazement deck. And looks like this box really wants us to play Amazements. The Amazement Attendant, Comica. This card named second effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, if this card is normal summon, search your deck for one attraction trap and set it in your spell trap zone. Second effect, you can target one of your attraction traps that is equipped to a monster, change the equipped target to an amusement monster on your field, or another face-up monster on the opponent's field. This effect is a quick effect, so it can be used on your opponent's turn as well. Interesting! It's been a while since I read the effect, so I think I forgot, but I didn't know they have an effect which actually swaps the attractions around as well. That really, like, expands the possibilities of this deck. Very cool. And another Garden Rose Flora. Okay, let's put the amusement cards together. Moving on to the next pack. Is it just me, or is like the common pool in this box very small? Because I feel like I've been getting the same old cards over and over again. And here we have a new live twin super rare, Kiss Kill Frost. So this is like the counterpart to the Halloween Leela that we got in the previous sets. And our rare is Plunder Patrol. Cards with this name can only be special summoned by their first effect once per turn, and this card named second effect can only be activated once per turn as well. First effect, if you have a Leela monster on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, of course. And second effect, while you have an evil twin monster on the field, if your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand by a card effect, you can banish this card from the grave to draw one card. I think that is pretty good, especially for evil twins, because from my experience with playing, one issue is that you kind of run out of cards pretty fast. So I think it's pretty nice that they're getting more draw sources. See what I mean? We just keep getting the same comments over and over again. Is this? Oh, this looks like a new one finally. We are still lacking one ultra rare, and I'm really hoping it is Blood Rose Dragon. Let's go. 2 quiet packs. Moving into the next. Dude, I think we've got 3 copies of Buffalo already. Another Rocks Rose Dragon, alright. Many quiet packs in a row. We still haven't pulled our secret though. That means we've still got a chance to pull a prismatic secret, which I've still yet to pull from a box. Gorgondoa again. Wow, 4 packs, 4 quiet packs in a row. Very interesting, alright. Show me what you are keeping me waiting for. Okay, another quiet pack, alright. We've still got quite a few super rares though, I believe. Wait, we have 4, is it? Oh, then probably just 1 or 2 more, I think. 1 by 1. So this is a pretty interesting twist on 1 for 1, whereby sacrificing a monster from your hand or field, you can basically recycle a level 1 monster from your grave or that is banished. I can't remember what's the name of that green snake though, but I definitely know it's an old retro Yu-Gi-Oh card that I have played before, long time ago. Still nothing. Security Force Chase, pretty cool. We have like the Security Force girl with the Tonfas chasing over IP Masquerena, very nice. Dude, does that mean these last few packs are like really stacked? Like there's at least 1 Ultra and at least 1 Secret in these, man. Alright, is there gonna be anything here? Is this a sign? Oh! Guys! We seriously did it, like, and in just the perfect rarity, ultra rare. Like, I don't care what anybody says, alright? Secret and Ultimate is cool, and of course more elusive, so more expensive, but I still think Yu-Gi-Oh cards look the best in ultra rare. Like, seriously, this is the best. So Blood Rose is a level 10 generic synchro monster that can be synchro summoned with a tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. First effect, if this card is synchro summoned, banish all cards in both players' graveyards. Then, if Black Rose Dragon or a plant synchro monster was used as material, destroy all other cards on the field. Second effect, when your opponent activates an effect that destroys cards, you can tribute this monster to negate that effect. After that, you can special summon a Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck or grave. So, this is just perfect. Like, it is just the ultimate embodiment of an evolution for Black Rose, you know? Not only clearing the field, but also the graveyard, and also being able to retain just itself. And with its second effect, totally representing Akiza's bond with Yusei, like with that Stardust-ish destruction negation, it is just so good as well. Oh my god, this is honestly the best card to pull in this set. But with that, we are still lacking a secret, so we still have more to look forward to. What could it be Dragonic? Like, oh my god, I've totally forgotten about Dragonic Hope Ray, you know. Huh? Wait, you're kidding, right? Cause this is definitely a freaking prismatic secret rare. Like, it is so freaking prismatic. Like, I am honestly in shock right now. Did we just actually pull this right after Blood Rose? Like, where do I put my hype? But anyway, this is Albion, the Stigmata Dragon, and the best part is that this is a base ultra rare. Unfortunately, I am just not that into the Albus series of dragons because, alright, I'll admit, they're cool, they look cool, but you're just a bit generic, I guess, design-wise, so I don't really like them that much. To fusion summon Albion, the materials will be Albus plus a light attribute monster. This card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect, if this card is fusion summoned, you can banish the materials listed on a level 8 or lower fusion monster other than Albion from your hand, field, or grave to immediately fusion summon that monster. Wait, seriously? A fusion summon into a fusion summon? What I like about this is that it doesn't specify that it has to be a dragon type fusion or like one of the Stigmata Albus fusions. It can be any level 8 or lower fusion monster. So the combo potentials are really interesting here. And second effect, during the end phase of the turn this card is sent to the grave, you can search your deck for one Stigmata spell trap and either add it to your hand or set it on your field. Very interesting. So well, he basically just lets you fuse by fusing him, and then when he's sent to the grave, you can search out something to fuse again. A lot of fusing. Alright, let's carry on. Oh, I guess this is our last foil for this pack. Oh, very nice. This is another amusement attraction, probably a haunted house, and I love how the ghost tricks are there. So this is a new ritual monster for Dogma. I think it's Dogmatica for you guys. Dogmatica Albus Knight. That name is really fishy. But yes, I forgot about this guy, but he's actually one of the foils I really wanted to get from this set as well because that is just such a cool design. Like, I mean, I guess in general, I just love like twisted, corrupted kinds of knights. This card can be ritual summoned by the ritual spell Dogmata. This card named second effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, while this card is on the field, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck. And second effect, if your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can send one monster from your extra deck to the grave, then check your opponent's extra deck and send one monster from it to the grave. Then until the end of this turn, this card gains half the combined attack of those two monsters. Pretty interesting. So potentially he can gain a really massive boost, and in exchange you can kind of disrupt the opponent's plays by getting rid of like their important extra deck monsters. Pretty nice. Okay, and with that I believe we have come down to the final card. We have 5 foils on the field currently. I think that's all we should be getting. Now let's open our final pack. Buffo, this Demon God. Oh right, one more super rare, and this is Sandalion, the Magister Switch. I forgot we're getting like one new Magister's card as well. And here we have I Encounter. What a way to end this box. But anyway, to XC summon Sandalion, you'll need 2 level 4 spellcasters of different attributes. This card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect, you can detach 1 XC's material from this card to special summon a Magister's monster from your deck. But after that, until the end of the turn, you can only special summon Magister's monsters from the extra deck. Second effect, while this card is equipped, you can target an effect monster on the opponent's field and negate its effects until the end of the turn. All around, pretty cool I suppose, and a nice addition to support the archetype. And finally, the moment you guys have been waiting for, the +1 bonus pack. Now I am honestly super satisfied with this box already, and I don't actually need anything else, but if there is one last card I would like to pull to make this box opening like even more than perfect, it would be Dragonic Hope Ray. Will we get it? We shall see. And our final card for this box opening is... Oh, another copy of Comica. Okay, so I guess I seriously have to make an amusement deck now. As usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a like. Let me know what you guys think about these new cards in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG, booster box and product openings on the day of release. Our next release is on February 6th with the Prismatic Art Collection. So another awesome chance to get some new Prismatic secret rares. And you guys really don't want to miss it because it has an awesome lineup of reprints and alternate art cards. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Our chance encounter brought color deep into my life. I will shelter you, protect you.